Hello my dear children. How are you all? Children, do you remember what we discussed in our previous class? Yes, we discussed the second scene of the story The Lost Child. Today, we will discuss the third scene of the same story. Okay children? The story, once again, The Lost Child. It is written by Mulk Raj Anand. Okay? So, we'll start with the scene 3. Before going to start the scene 3, let us recall what we discussed in scene 2. Okay children? The child was both repelled and fascinated of the world he was entering. He saw a sweetmeat seller selling barfi. Barfi, that was the favorite sweet of the child. Wanted to have it, but did not wait for his parents' answer because they would say he was too greedy. Okay? He wanted to have a garland of gulmohar, but thinking that his parents would say they were very cheap, he again proceeded. He desired to possess all the balloons, but as his parents would say he was too old to play with such toys, he walked on farther. Then he saw the snake charmer, but according to his parents, he should not hear to such coarse or unpleasant music. So again he moved on. Okay children? Let us discuss scene 3 today. Let us have a model reading. Listen to me carefully. The child watched them intently and then he made a bold request. I want to go on the roundabout. Please, father, mother. There was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were not there ahead of him. He turned to look on either side. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign of them. A full, deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, crying in real fear, "Mother, father!" Tears rolled down from his eyes. Out of fear, he ran to one side first, then to the other, hither and thither in all directions, knowing not where to go. "Mother, father!" he cried. His yellow turban came untied and his clothes became muddy. Having run to and fro for a while, he stood helpless. His cries changed into sobs. At little distances on the green grass, he could see through his filmy eyes man and woman talking. He tried to look intently, but there was no sign of his father and mother among these people. Moving next. He ran quickly again, this time to a temple to which people seemed to be crowding. Every little inch of space here was congested with man, but he ran through people's legs, his little sob lingering. "Mother, father!" Near the entrance to the temple, however, the crowd became very thick. Man jostled with each other. The poor child struggled to find a way between their feet, but finally failed and raised his voice with the highest pitch. "Father! Mother!" A man in the rushing crowd heard his cry and, stooping with great difficulty, lifted up in his arms. Okay children, this much is the text. There must be some unfamiliar words. Let us discuss the meaning of those words first. Bold means brave or courageous or daring. Jerk means a quick or sudden movement. Hither and thither in many different directions, here, there, everywhere. Sob means cry noisily or loud cry. Filmy, covered with a thin layer or transparent, as the child's eyes were covered with a layer of tears. So, transparent. Congested means crowded. Lingering, lasting for a long time, remaining, the process continued for a period of time, long time. Then, jostle, to push roughly against somebody in a crowd. Okay, children? Jostle means to push roughly against somebody in a crowd. You must have seen while we come across crowd, so many people gathered and it happens that people they push each other. गहली समय रे जो ठेला पेला है बाटा को जॉस्टल बोले कहा जाए. Struggle means make forceful efforts or fight. संघर्ष करिबा. Pitch of voice, it means here sound or tone, highest pitch to the best capacity of one's voice. Stoop, to bend the body forward and downward. नॉइबा आगो को बेंड हबा बा नॉइबा को stoop बोली कहा जाए. Lift means pick up or raise, pick up something from the floor. Okay, children, so these are the meanings of the unfamiliar words. Let us understand the explanation of the text. Okay, children, as it is written here that the child watched the roundabout intently. So many people, they were making dizzy laughters. So the child, he felt fascinated, he felt attracted, he looked constantly at the people and also at the roundabout. And then he made a bold request. Finally, before that also the child, he was fascinated by many things, but so far he did not made any request to their parents, thinking what could be the answer of them. But this time he, being courageous enough, made a bold request, requested his parents. What he told? I want to go on the roundabout. Please, father, mother. He requested both the parents, to his father as well as to his mother, that please let me go in the roundabout once. There was no reply. It was again surprising for the child. He expected an answer. It might be no also, but he expected that. But there was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. He turned back. They were not there ahead of him. Here they refers to the parents. Parents of the child. They were not present there in front of him. So, to find them out, he turned to on either side. He looked towards his left side, then towards his right side. In either side, he found that there was no sign of the parents. They were not there. He looked behind. Again he turned back, thinking that probably he had missed seeing them. But there was no sign of them. They were not there even. Look, the child was surprised. The child was terrified. There were so many people, but not his parents. Look, mom, dad, mother, father, where are you? Then a full deep cry rose within his dry throat. The boy, as he was terrified, as he was frightened, it happened that very rarely the sound comes out his dry throat, but to his best capacity he made a cry, a deep cry, and with a sudden jerk of his body he ran from where he stood. He had no idea. He did not understand what to do. So he started running. He ran, crying in real fear. Mother, father, now. In real sense, the boy, he was terrified. He was frightened. So many people, so many strangers, but not the known faces. Neither his father nor his mother. He was very terrified. He was feeling the fright. Tears rolled down from his eyes. He started crying. Tears came out. Automatically, out of fear, he ran to one side first, then to the other. Hither, thither. Hither means here. Thither means there. Here and there in all directions. Knowing not where to go, he could not understand to which direction he should go to search his father and his mother. So he started running in all directions, to his left, to his right, to his front, to his back, in every direction. And every time he felt the terror more and more. Mother, father, he cried again and again. Repeatedly, he was shouting, Mother, father. Meanwhile, his yellow turban, yellow refers to the color, and turban is a costume that we usually wear on our head as we wear cap. Jemiti amaro cap. Turban is pogodi. His yellow colored turban, which he tied, now came untied. Khuli galani. As he was running, his clothes became muddy also. He had no idea about anything else. The most important thing for the child now was to search his parents only. Okay, children? See how the child crying, how tears came out. So many people, but not the known faces. Okay? Having run to and fro refers to the motion of a swing. To and fro. Without any knowledge, without any idea, the boy, he was running. As we knew that he had no idea either of the direction or of the side or of the people. So he was moving to front, again back, moving but returning to the same place. For a while, he continued the same process. He ran for a while, then he stood helpless. Now he was completely hopeless and helpless, as he could not get any idea of the parents. His cries now changed into sobs. He started crying for a longer period now. Now the cry even more increased. At little distances on the green grass, he could see through his filmy eyes. Filmy. His eyes were filled with tears. So the word filmy is used. The transparency. जो glass like feeling टाकू एठी मीन करिबा पई filmy water add हेची. Filmy eyes, man and woman talking with each other. So many people were there, so many men, so many women were there. The boy could see everyone, but the faces that he wanted to see were not there. He tried to look intently. He tried to look very carefully with a hope that he might come across his parents. But there was no sign of his father and mother among these people. All were strangers. All were unknown faces, not the known faces. Okay, children? Then he ran quickly once again. Once again he started running. This time he again ran this time to a temple to which people seemed to be crowding. the boy saw that so many people, they were moving towards a temple. People were crowding there. Every little inch of space here was congested, filled with so many people. Congested with men, but he ran through people's legs. So many people, they were present there, they were going towards the temple, so naturally the place was very congested. But he ran through people's legs. He struggled a lot. It was very difficult on his part to move even an inch, but he tried hard. He found his direction, he found his route from the legs of, under the legs of the people. Again, his little sob lingering. He cried only. The cry continued, lingering. It continued for a longer time. Mother, father! Now, near the entrance of the temple, as he went closer and closer towards the temple, at the entrance, near the entrance, however, the crowd became very thick. It was so many people, they were present near the entrance, and the crowd was very thick there. Men jostled with each other. Normally, when we go to any crowd place, we found that people, they push and pull each other. ठेला पेला कथा जो कहिबा हमें गहलिया जगह रे ठेला पेला हेबाटा स्वाभाविक कथा. The same thing happened here also. Men jostled, ठेला पेला हेबा, with each other. The poor child struggled to find a way between their feet. When he started to move towards the temple, somehow he managed under the legs of the people. But now, as the crowd became very thick, he was unable to move even an inch farther. So, finally, he failed. He could not move. Raised his voice with his highest pitch. With the highest voice, he shouted, cried, "Father, mother!" He cried aloud. A man in the rushing crowd heard his cry finally. Finally, a man, a stranger from the rushing crowd heard his cry, and stooping with great difficulty, as the crowd was very thick, the person also was unable to bend to pick up the child. But with lots of difficulty, the man stooped. The man bent down and lifted him up in his arms. Okay, children? See, children, this is the picture of a temple. You may find how people are crowded here, how so many people gathered, and towards the entrance, how the crowd became even more thicker. Okay, children? Now, in between the crowd, finally, a man, a person who was a stranger to the child, he tried very hard to lift the crying child. Okay, children? Children, this much is the text. Let us discuss some question answers to know how far you understood the text. Okay, children? Answer the following questions in a word or a phrase. Question number 1. A. What bold request did the child make? Yes. To go on the roundabout. Okay, children? Question B. Who were not there when the child made the bold request to go on the roundabout? Very good. The child's parents. Okay, children? Next, what made the child cry? Very nice. The absence of the parents. The fear. absence of the parents made the child cry. Next, what did the child do out of fear? Very good. He started running. He ran in all directions. Next, what happened to his clothes? Very good. His clothes became muddy. Okay, children. F. What did the child see through his filmy eyes? Yes, man and woman talking. Man and woman talking. Okay. Next, how did the child run? Very good. He ran in all directions. Hither and thither. Hither and thither. That means in all directions. Next, what does his cries change into? Very good. Sobs. Okay, children. Where did the child run quickly? Very good. To a temple. Okay. Next, where was the crowd became very thick? Very good. Near the entrance of the temple. Near the entrance of the temple. Okay, children. Next, who lifted the child up? Very good. A man or a strange man? Okay, children. Moving next. Fill in the blanks using the words given in the bracket. Choose the appropriate word and fill in the blank space. 1. Tears rolled down from his eyes. Very good. Tears. Okay. Next, his yellow dress came untied. Very nice. Turban. Okay. Next, his cries changed into death. Very good. Sobs. Okay. Next, he stood death. Very good. Helpless. Okay. Next, every little inch of space was dashed with man. Very good. Congested. Okay. Next, man dashed with each other. Very good. Jostled. Okay, children. Moving next. Write T for the true statements and F for the false one. Okay. 1. The parents of the child were not there ahead of him. True or false? Very good. True. So, T. Next, out of fear, the child ran to his parents. Tell me. Very good. False. That means F. Next, the child wore a yellow turban. Very good. True. Next, the child ran quickly again to a temple. Very nice. True. Next, the child tried to look confused. Very good. False. Next, a man lifted the child up. Yes, true. The child did not struggle to find his way. Very good. False. Okay, children. This much for today, that is scene 3, with a very beautiful quotation of Benjamin Franklin. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Okay, children. With this, let us stop our class today. Thank you, children. Bye-bye.